No. Let's see how this goes. Yeah. All right, let's get started in child's pose, Balasana. Yeah. Hands like, welcome back. When you're ready, onto your knees, big toes together. Knees out wide. Hips to heels, reach your arms out in front and sink in. As always, you do you. Modify as much as you need to. Skip anything that just doesn't feel right for you today. But remember that we're all in this together. Quite often we forget that, everyone's going through similar stuff that we are. Maybe not exactly the same, but definitely similar. And ultimately, that's what the word yoga means, unity. It comes from the root word yog, which means to yoke, which means to join, which means to unite. And so it comes to mean unity. And we unite internally, all the layers of our beingness, and we unite externally with all the other humans and living beings. That unity, that connection, very powerful. 3 more breaths, Ujjayi breaths, in through the nose, out through the nose. Slight restriction back of the throat, bandhas on, pelvic floor, pit of the belly. Squeeze them in and up. Focus. Draw it in, last breath. For our practice this morning, we'll come up into all fours and just mobilise through maybe 3 or 4 breaths of cat-cows. Back of the ribs to the sky on the exhale, front of the ribs to the floor on the inhale. Side stretch, foot stretch, rotation, whatever you need to do. About 3 or 4 breaths, 3 or 4 rounds of breath. So not too long. Just enough to start the integration and warm-up process. And then when you're ready, making your way into your downward facing dog. Staying with that integration warm-up, so pedal your heels out, grip the mat with your fingertips, stretch through the back of your legs, bandhas on, sit bones tilting up towards the sky. Explore. Make your way into your first high plank, Dandasana. Set up a strong foundation. Really pushing the floor away, hugging your thumbs in, gripping the mat with your fingertips. Lift up through your belly. Now, we're going to take a breath in, shift the weight forward. As you lie down, just as you get to your low push-up, do a little pulse up and down, and then lie down to the floor. 3 cobras. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Do that again. Breath in. Breath out, maybe take a little bit of weight off the hands, breath in, downward facing dog, breath out. Stay here, breathe. We're going to do that again, so come forward into your high plank. Take a breath in, shift forward. As you pass through your low plank, do a little pulse up and down, and then lie down. 2 cobras, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Do that one more time in. Push back into your downward facing dog, out. Breathe. We've got one more, high plank. Take a long breath in. As you pass through your low plank, do a little pulse up and down and then lie down. One cobra pose. Inhale, lift. Downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward, ragdoll. Feet wide. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Hang. Bob, sway. Opposite hand to elbow. You might like to take a shoulder stretch, interlacing hands behind back. See if you can relax your neck. One more breath. Then slowly release the hands to the floor. Toe heel the feet in, big toes together, heels slightly apart. Halfway lift, fill up. Forward fold, exhale out. Slowly roll yourself up to standing. Roll through the spine. Once you come to the top hand, take a big breath in as you reach up. Hands to heart center, close down your eyes. Unity, the definition of yoga. That vibration Om brings us into that state of unity. Joins us together, connects us. With that connection, there's so much more acceptance. Very powerful tool. Take a deep breath in.
Remember, for everything that we do today, we're all in this together. Look up, reach up, take a big breath in. Forward fold, breath out, hands to the floor. Halfway lift, fill up. For this first one, high plank, hands down, feet back. Take a deep breath in, shift your weight forward. You come down to low plank and do that little bounce, that little pulse, and then up to up dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Take your right leg up to the sky, inhale. Bend and peel open as you exhale. Scissor the legs, stretch them out. Again, do whatever movement you feel you need to do. Core is on, breath is deep. One more. Straight swap over other side. Place the foot down, send the left leg up. Peel it open, stay, breathe. One more breath. Place the foot down. Look forward, walk step, or if you're ready, a little float, front of the mat. Halfway lift, fill up. Forward fold to empty out. Reach up, Tadasana, inhale. You might like to take your arms wide for the shoulder stretch. Diving forward, exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen. From here on out, it's straight to low push up, but keeping that little pulse at the bottom end. And then up dog, fill up. Downward facing dog, empty. Right leg, take it up again. Bend and peel open. Stay, breathe. Place the foot to the floor. Next breath in, the left leg rises. Peel it open as you empty the breath out. Scissor the legs nice and wide. Full deep inhale. Foot to the floor on the exhale. Let's take a deep breath in. Empty out. At the end of the exhale, look forward, walk step or a little float in front of the mat. Halfway lift, in, fold, empty. Reach up, Tadasana, inhale. Send the arms out wide, dive forward, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Straight to low with that little pulse at the bottom end. Then upward facing dog, fill up. Downward facing dog, empty. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look forward, walk, step or float, front of the mat. Halfway lift. Bow. Reach up, fill up. Forward fold, empty out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Straight to low and pulse, breathe out. Up dog, fill up. Down dog, empty. Breathe in. Breathe out. We've got one more just like that. Look forward, float, front of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold.
Standing up tall in, folding down nice and deep now, out. Lengthening, straight to low. Pulse into up dog, pushing back, downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Bring it straight through now, low lunge, exhale. I'm going to find the twist for the pec stretch. So open up through your shoulders and take that top arm back even further. Lift up through your belly, breathe in. Pyramid, fold over that right leg as you breathe out. Stay. Really stretch into the hamstring. We come into a halfway lift, breathe in. Step back into your downward facing dog, breathe out. Now, come up onto your tippy toes on the inhale in your down dog. Hold the tippy toes. On your exhale, you've got a downward facing dog push up. So it's just a shoulder press. Elbows go wide, head comes towards the floor, and then you exhale, push the floor away. Do that again. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push. Breath in. Breath out. Let's do that 2 more times. Lower down on the in. Push the floor away, out. 1 more. Awesome. Left leg to the sky. Inhale. Low lunge. Exhale. Shoulder stretch, twist. Left hand reaches up and then reach it back even further. So you feel the stretch through the front of that left shoulder. Maybe even the right too. Breathe in. Pyramid and stay. Breathe. Breathe into that stretch. Then lengthen out. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Come up onto our tippy toes on the inhale. Then exhale down this time. Inhale, push the floor away. 3 more. Inhale up. 2. Breath in. 1 more. Inhale. Heels down, exhale. Right leg to the sky, breathe in. Low lunge, breathe out. Right hand, take it up. Inhale. Pyramid, fold over the right leg, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Tippy toes, inhale. Push up, exhale. Hips go back up, breathe in. Hips stay high. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. 1 more, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Heels down, exhale. Left leg to the sky, breathe in. Low lunge, breathe out. Twist, open up through the shoulders. Pyramid, fold over the leg. Halfway lift, fill up. Downward facing dog, empty. Lift your heels, fill up. Bend your elbows, exhale. Inhale up, just the 2. Exhale down. Inhale up. Then heels go down, exhale. Right leg to the sky, breathe in. Low lunge, breathe out. Twist, inhale. Pyramid, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Just the 1, heels up, inhale. Elbows bend, exhale. Back up on the inhale. Heels down, exhale. We're going to add in high plank, breathe in. Low plank with the pulse, breathe out. Upward facing dog, fill. Downward facing dog, empty. Left leg, take it up. Exhale it through. Twist, fill. Pyramid, fold. Half lift, lengthen. Downward facing dog, empty. Just the 1, heels up, inhale. Elbows bend, exhale. Push the floor away in. Heels down, out. High plank, breathe in. Low plank, maybe add 2 pulses in. Then upward facing dog, fill. Downward facing dog, empty. Left leg. We up to left or right? Right, right leg. Inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Twist, fill. Pyramid, fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. Downward facing dog. Heels up, in. Elbows bend, out. Push the floor away in. Heels down, empty. High plank, breathe in. Low plank pulse. Maybe 3 pulses if you have the strength. Up dog. Pushing back to down dog. Left leg, take it up. Exhale it through. Twist, breathe in. Pyramid, breathe out. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog. Heels up, in. Elbows bend as deep as you can. Push the floor away, breathe in. Heels down, breathe out. High plank, in. Low plank, pulse, pulse, pulse. Upward facing, downward facing. One more, right side, leg up. Exhale through. Twist. Fold. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog. Heels up. Bend your elbows. Push the floor away. Heels down. High plank. Low plank pulse. Upward facing fill. Downward facing empty. Last one, left leg, take it up. Exhale. Big breath in. Pyramid. Half lift. Down dog, it's the last one. Heels up, inhale. Bend your elbows as much as you can. Push the floor away. Heels come down. High plank, breathe in. Low plank pulse, 3, 2, 1. Upward facing. Push back to downward facing. Look forward, walk, step or float, front of the mat. Halfway lift, separate your feet to hip width and interlace your fingers behind your back. Bend your knees. Take the shoulder stretch, forward fold. 3 deep breaths. Awesome, one more breath. Then release the hands to the floor, toe heel the feet in. Come into a halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Utkatasana, chair pose, breath in. Pulse, 10, 9, 8, 7, belly up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now come all the way down into boat pose. Lift your chest. Again, you can either stay here or breathe in. Low boat, breathe out. Lifting up in, lowering down out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Double pigeon. Cross your ankles or cross your legs. Lean forward. Easy seat, option 1. Box seat, shift your hips back. Lean forward, option 2. Double pigeon fire log version where you're stacking your shins, option 3. Now lean in, tuck your chin, close your eyes. Just soften through your hips as much as you can first, because we're going to do some little pulses here too in a minute. Just let the hips come into the stretch, the range of motion. And you know, back in the 80s, 70s, 80s, the ballistic style aerobics and stretching was the in thing. And then come the 90s, the fitness industry decided that ballistic stretching was unsafe. But come the 2000s, it's now back, but very different. So yes, they were right back then, ballistic stretching was unsafe because it was too excessive. Now we know that the tissues need that little bouncing action for health, longevity, for repair even. So where you are at your edge, it's a little, just a small little pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. See if you can hold, maybe even go a little bit deeper into the stretch for the last 3 deep breaths. Nice, slowly come out. Unravel your legs, give them a little bit of a wiggle and a shake, straight over to the other side. So cross your ankles, cross your legs, shift your legs back or stack your shins, fire log version. Sit up and tall first, lean in, tuck your chin. Stay here first without the little pulsing, just let the hips come into the stretch. Let them kind of get used to the stretch. And now, little pulses at the end range. 10, 9, 8, 7, doesn't matter how fast you do the pulses, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now see if you can dive in a little bit deeper. Last breath. Beautiful. Find your way onto your back, straight up into bridge pose. So bring your feet flat, knees to the sky, lift your hips, tuck in your shoulders, push your elbows against the floor, lift your hips. If you feel up for it, ready for a wheel pose at this point in your practice, then set up your hands, come up onto the crown of your head, lift up into your wheel. Make sure your inner thighs are squeezing so your knees stay parallel, upper legs stay parallel. Make sure at the top end you've got glute activation, and from here 3 more deep breaths. Now we're going to come straight up into our inversion. So you can either lower the hips and then lift the legs, or from your bridge you can slide your hands in underneath your pelvis, float one leg up and then the other leg up. Coming up into shoulder stand, or Viparita Karani, hips to the floor, legs to the sky. Big deep breaths. If you took shoulder stand, plow is optional, otherwise stay as you are. If you took plow, ear pressure, Karanapitasana is optional. And then very gently, very slowly roll out to fish, Matsyasana. Hands underneath your glutes, lower glutes, lift up onto your elbows, lift your chest, lift your gaze. Crown of the head to the floor on the top of your mat, maybe float the legs for some extra core, 3 breaths. And then we come into Supta Baddha Konasana. Slowly roll out, bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees fall out wide. Whatever you want to do with your hands, so you can have them down by your sides, palms face up, or right hand to belly, left hand to heart, up to you. We're taking in 10 deep breaths. Feeling all the layers of our own personal experience, physical, energetic, our breath, our heartbeat, mental, all the thoughts, feelings, emotions, our intuition. And then eventually the most deepest layer, our bliss layer. When we unite all those aspects of ourselves, the good, the bad and the ugly, that's when we get to experience true peace. When we deny any aspects of ourselves, that's when we experience suffering. Same goes as a collective. As we accept ourselves fully, we're able to accept others. Last breath. And draw your knees in, give them a nice big squeeze. Rock and roll yourself over. Coming back into maybe 3 or 4 rock and rolls, up to you, back into child's pose. Onto your knees, big toes together. Sink your hips back and down. Close your eyes. Become the witness now. Start to really notice those layers of your experience, physical, energetic, but especially mental. What happens when we change it up, when we mix it up? What happens when we're a little bit challenged or we're feeling a little bit uncomfortable? Muktananda said our goal is not to battle with the mind, but to witness the mind. So now let's become the witness. Come up into your downward facing dog, straight up into your downward facing dog. You can pedal the heels out if you need to again, but just 3 deep breaths. Look forward, walk your feet in front of the mat. Ragdoll. Feet hip width wider, hang down. Just for one more breath. And then release your hands, toe heel your feet in. Come into a halfway lift, fill up. Forward fold, empty out. Reach up, Tadasana, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, fill. We're going straight to low push-up. If you want to pulse at your low push-up, by all means go for it. Upward facing dog, cobra's the option. Downward facing dog, sit bones to the sky. Right leg goes up, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Twist, fill. Pyramid fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Here, straight to low, exhale. Upward facing, fill up. Downward facing, empty out. Remember, you can keep the pulse if you like. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Twist, fill. Pyramid fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. Straight to low push up. If you're loving the pulse, go for it. Up dog, fill up. Downward facing dog, empty. Breathe in. Breathe out, look forward, walk, step or float, front of the mat. Halfway lift. Bow. Reach up, Tadasana, inhale. Uttanasana, fold, exhale. Urdhva Mukha, lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana, straight to low. Up dog, fill. Down dog, empty. Right leg, take it up, in. Low lunge, out. Twist, breath in. Pyramid, breath out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Straight to low, breathe out. Up dog. Down dog. Left leg, take it up. Exhale it through. Big deep breath in. Fold. Half lift. Low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. This time, right leg to the sky, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Come up to your crescent lunge. Breath in, just to set up for your humble warrior. Drop the back heel. Interlace your hands behind your back. Now loop your shoulders, breathe in, dive in. Forward towards the floor or towards the inner ankle, that front foot. Shoulder stretch, up and over. 3, 2, 1 more breath. Low lunge twist, right hand to the sky, inhale, side plank, exhale. So make sure that left shoulder's ready to take the weight, loop it underneath you. You can drop the left knee if you like. Float the right leg, breathe in. Straight to low push up, breathe out. Upward facing, fill up. Downward facing, empty, left leg to the sky, breathe in. Low lunge, breathe out. Twist, no, crescent. Twist is later, come up. Sink down. Setting up for humble. Drop the heel, interlace the hands, take your breath. Dive. Stay. Witness. 1 more breath. Now release the hands to the floor, low lunge twist, setting up the right side to take weight for side plank. Loop that right shoulder, bring the left leg around to modify, right knee on the floor. We lift up from underneath, floating the top leg to land straight in low. Upward facing, fill up. Downward facing, empty out. Come onto your knees. Keep your hips above your knees though and come into our Anahatasana, our heart melting pose. So you can bring forward to the floor
or your lips or your chin. See if you can melt your heart down. 5 deep breaths. All the while being the witness. Last breath. Downward facing dog. Send your sit bones to the sky. Take a breath in. Long emptying exhale. Right leg to the sky. Inhale. Low lunge. Exhale. Crescent lunge. Fill up. Set up for humble. Empty out. Big breath in. Dive into your humble. Stay. Fill up. Dive deeper. Low lunge twist. Right hand goes up. Inhale. Side plank. Exhale. Float the top leg. Breathe in. Low plank. Breathe out. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left leg. Take it up. Exhale through. Coming up to crescent. Setting up humble. Big breath in. Diving. Again, stay. Breathe in. Dive deeper. Low lunge twist. Fill up. Side plank. Empty out. Take the breath in. Expand. Straight to low. Upward facing. Downward facing. Right leg. Take it up. Exhale through. Crescent. Fill. Humble. Set it up. Breathe in. Dive in. We're not going to stay anymore, so go all the way to your edge. Low lunge twist. Inhale. Side plank. Exhale. Big breath in. Low plank. Empty. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left leg. Inhale. Exhale through. Inhale up. Setting up humble. Breath in humble. Dive in humble. Low lunge twist. Breath in. Side plank. Setting it up. Breath out. Expand it. Inhale. Low plank. Exhale. Up dog. Down dog. One more. Right side. In. Through. Out. Reach it up. Open. Set up. Breathe in. As deep as you can go into your humble. Breathe out. Low lunge twist. Fill. Side plank. Empty. Breath in. Expand. Low plank. Exhale. Fill. Up dog. Empty. Back to down dog. Last one. Left leg. Take it up. Bring it through. Reach it up. Set it up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Low lunge twist. Inhale. Side plank set up. Exhale. Float. Breathe in. Low plank. Breathe out. Upward facing. Fill. Downward facing to Anahatasana. Same thing we did just before. Knees down. Hips above knees. Arms reach out in front. You can take your arms wide off the mat if you like, especially if your shoulders are a bit tight. Chin down. Lips or forehead. 5 deep breaths. Witness state. One more breath. Slowly coming out of your Anahatasana, making your way back into your downward facing dog. If you need more time in a rest pose, child's pose, or if you want to stay in Anahatasana, by all means, take that time there. Otherwise, look forward, walk, step or float, front of the mat. Halfway lift, setting up the interlacing hands behind your back, feet hip width apart or wider. Our forward fold, bound for the shoulder stretch. Dive in. Three more breaths. One more breath. Release the hands to the floor, Bakasana, crow pose.
Set up your hands first, then your arms. Bend your elbows, bring your knees up nice and high into your upper arms. Rock your weight into your hands to make the feet light. Really push the floor away. Lift up your belly, hold. 3, 2, if you've got it, straight to low, otherwise downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Bend the knee, peel the hip space open. Stay or flip dog. Looping that left shoulder, reaching up and over, feeling that big stretch to the whole front side of the body. Half moon. Flip back over, bring your right foot forward. Take the weight in that right leg. Open up your left side. Maybe find the full balance. Wherever you are, be the witness. Witnessing rather than getting caught up in it. Last breath. Forward fold. Separate your feet. Again, interlace your hands behind your back. Fold into the shoulder stretch. Just 2 more breaths. We go again, crow pose. Release the shoulder stretch, set up the hands. Strong through your core, knees nice and high. Bring your weight forward, find that flight. 5, 4, 3, 2. Again, if you've got it, straight to low. Up dog. Down dog's where we meet. For the left leg to go to the sky. Bend the knee, peel the hip space open. Stay or flip dog. To half moon. So we flip back over. Left foot comes forward, weight goes in that leg as you open up the right side. One more breath. Slowly release to gorilla. So feet hip width or wider, whole hand for the wrist stretch. Slide it underneath, lengthen out and dive in. Slowly release the hands out from underneath the feet. Step your left foot towards the back of the mat and pivot towards your left. Toes in, heels out. Straddle forward fold. Interlacing your hands behind your back. Take the shoulder stretch version of your straddle forward fold. Close your eyes, 5 deep breaths. Awesome, last breath. Slowly release the hands, come into a halfway lift. Walk your hands back to the front of the mat, high plank. Take a breath in, lower down slowly. 5, 4, 3. When you get to low plank, let's do 3 little pulses. 1, 2, 3, and then lower down. 3, 2, 1. Bring your right hand out to the side, half cactus for our pec stretch. So elbow in line with shoulder, wrist in line with elbow, roll over. So left hand on the floor, roll that left leg behind you. It doesn't have to be on the floor, it can be hovering off the floor. And then soften through the front of that right shoulder, just for 5 more breaths. And then we come straight over to the other side. So unravel this. The left arm comes out to the side. Shoulder and elbow are in line with each other. Right hand pushes against the floor. Right leg comes up and over. Last breath. Slowly coming out of it, back into Anahatasana. So push back onto your knees, hips high, bring your arms out in front, sink your chest down to the floor. Last 5 breaths here. come up, crawl yourself forward on your mat, cross your ankles and come onto your back. Bridge pose. Feet flat, knees to the sky. Lift your hips up. Slide your shoulders in, tuck them in underneath. Come all the way up. Just for 3 more breaths. In your bridge, Setu Bandhasana. Slowly roll out. Separate your feet wide to the outer edge of your mat. Let your knees fall into the centre of your mat. Bridge or wheel. Lift your knees up, toe heel your feet in. If you're coming up into bridge, it's the same setup. If you're coming up into wheel, set your hands up either side of your ears. Come onto the crown of your head. Loop your shoulders underneath and then lift all the way up. 5 deep breaths. Slowly make your way out of it. Supta Baddha, soles of feet together, knees wide. Happy baby. Hug your knees in, take them out wide. Grab your feet, ankles, shins or back of the knees. If you like the rocking side to side motion, that's also an option. Hug your knees in. We're going to rock and roll up to cow face, Gomukhasana. So 2 or 3 rock and rolls. And then bring your right leg over the top of your left. So if the left leg bending underneath is not accessible, then leave that out in front, but keep the right leg crossing over so knees stay in line, then lean forward. So often there's a battle in our minds that we're not even aware of. And the battle can be, anything from a judgment to a reaction. And it has a physiological effect. And it affects different layers of our experience. That witness state teaches us just to sit back and watch, not get involved. Instead of being a player in the game, just watching. I'm going to take this into a side stretch. You don't have to, you can stay as you are if you like. Otherwise, left hand on the floor beside you, right hand comes up and over. If you can take the elbow, that left elbow to the floor, go for it. Then we come up and over to the other side. So reach up and over, bring the right hand to the floor. Maybe the elbow if you have the range. Left arm reaches over. And then we take this into a twist. Your left elbow is going to find the outside of that top knee, the right knee, and then palms come together. You push the back palm firmly into the front, and that'll help lengthen your spine. Rotate, maybe even gaze back and up. Last breath. Back to happy baby. So unravel, lie down. Knees wide. Rocking if you like. Other side, hug your knees in. 2 or 3 rock and rolls. And then this time the left leg's going to come on top. Right can either be extended out long or drawn in underneath you. Just a simple forward first, so lean in, tuck your chin, close your eyes. You can choose to stay or slowly straighten out for the side stretch. Right side goes to the floor first, this side. Left arm reaches up and over. Then we come up and over to the other side. And then into the twist. Right elbow, left knee, palms lengthen, rotate, goes back and up. Straddle, seated, straddle, forward fold, unravel. Take your legs out wide. And then lean yourself forward, tuck your chin, close your eyes. If you liked that little pulse action, just stay here for another maybe 3 breaths or so, just to get the hips open enough. And then maybe you add in just a very small little pulse at your end range. After about 3 breaths, then you can maybe dive in deeper for the last 5 breaths. This will take us into our inversion, so we're here for a little bit longer this time. Bring the knees in, lie down, bring the legs up. Option 1, simple, Viparita Karate. Hands sliding underneath your lower back, unless you've got a prop, you can use a prop. Option 2, shoulder stand. Option 3, if you have headstand safely in your practice, that's also always an option. If you're in shoulder stand, you might like to take plow, otherwise just stay right as you are. If you took plow, then you might like to take kind of Pilates, ear pressure pose. And then we all meet in our Sliding your hands in underneath your lower back. Now there is another option for this. Once you set this up, you float the legs for 1, for 2, you can move your hands out from underneath and bring your palms together at the same angle as your legs, about 45 degrees. Lifting your chest, sending your head back. 3 deep breaths. Awesome. Slowly coming out of it to your twist. Dropping your knees over to the right side of your mat. Reaching your left arm out. Bring your knees back through center, take them over to the other side. Das says that the witness is always in the here and now, and it lives in each instant of living. To be in the witness state is to listen with a still heart, with a waiting, open soul, without clinging, without opinions.
Bring some deeper breaths into your body. And then some small movements as well. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Maybe you like to circle out your wrists, your ankles, sway of the head. When you're ready, rolling over onto your right hand side, a little ball. Comfortably use your head, your hands or your arms as a pillow for your head. You never want to battle any layer of experience. We just want to witness. In that witness state is when we get to experience the essence of yoga, that unity, individual unity and collective unity. Help yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Keep your eyes closed down. Bring your palms together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Again, we close the practice with that powerful vibration of Om that joins us together, that connects each of us in this space, as well as in the entire cosmos, the vibration of the cosmos. So let's take a big deep breath in together. Thumbs to third eye center, we bow. That word namaste literally translates I bow to you, but it means I see you. My soul sees your soul. And when we're in that soul experience together, we are united. Together we are one. Together we say namaste. Namaste. Namaste.